Welcome to Play with Ray. If you've played the Outer Worlds, you know its humor, quirky characters and corporate chaos. But with the Outer Worlds 2 coming in 2025, what can we expect? What's changing? What's staying the same? And what new surprises does Part 2 have in store? Let's dive into what's next for the series and how the sequel stacks up to the original. The Outer Worlds 1 gave us hilarious, unforgettable characters like Parvati, Ellie, and the delightfully bizarre factions, each with their own quirks and memorable lines.
Pretty sure that's an intercom, Captain. See? There's a button. It says intercom.
Yeah. We're not all as simple as the Captain.
See, Celia? He gets it. I told you he would.
Now looking at the 2025 showcase for Outer Worlds 2, it's clear that we're in for more of that same wit and charm, with new faces that promise to bring even more personality to the mix.
I'm not interested in hiring any more idiots. I'm looking for people of tact and vision and perspicacity.
From what we've seen, expect new characters with fresh dynamics and, of course, plenty of humor to keep us laughing. In Part 1, every planet was a meticulously designed playground, dense with detail. But Part 2, it looks like they're aiming for something bigger. Vast open planets with dynamic weather, interactive terrain, and maybe even seamless transitions between zones. But here's the question. Will these larger areas still feel as alive and detailed as Part 1's handcrafted biomes? Or are we trading depth for scale? Part 1 charmed us with its retro-futuristic style, but it had its limits. Enter Unreal Engine 5. The trailer hints at richer lighting, intricate textures and smoother animations. Alien skies that glow, bustling starports that pulse with life. But what about the quirky Art Deco charm? Can Part 2's leap in realism keep that same playful spirit alive? Combat in Part 1 was fun but straightforward. You had energy rifles, plasma cannons and the occasional power move. But in Part 2 we're seeing hints of new tactics, freeze rays, electric orbs and more creative destruction. Could this mean deeper customization? Maybe even smarter enemy AI? And what's this we've heard about stealth and companion synergy getting upgrades? Could fights in Part 2 feel like a whole new ballgame?
Action! More weapons!
The heart of Outer Worlds lies in its humor and storytelling. Part 1 gave us sarcastic dialogue, over-the-top corporations, and NPCs with stories that could make you laugh or cringe. But in Part 2, the stakes seem higher. New factions, darker undertones, but still a touch of that absurdity. Like the spaceship that falls apart mid-flight in the trailer.
But will almost certainly be 2 times bigger.
Customization was a strong point in Part 1. Your skills, perks and even flaws shaped your story. But for Part 2, the possibilities look even broader. Could we see entirely new skill trees, more nuanced perks? And what about flaws? Will they push us to make harder choices or just add a bit of flavor? Only time will tell. But the potential is there for even deeper role-playing than before. From alien worlds to faction intrigue, the Outer Worlds 2 is shaping up to be bigger, bolder, and just as bizarre as its predecessor. But the big questions remain. How will these larger worlds play out? Will the humor and charm hold up against the upgraded visuals? And what surprises are waiting for us in this uncharted corner of the galaxy? What do you think? Will the Outer Worlds Part 2 deliver the evolution we're hoping for? Or are you sticking with the Halcyon you know and love? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on this cosmic adventure when it finally arrives.